Hi, everyone. I'm Vanessa. I'm the president of Pro REA Staffing. We're a nationwide search and placement firm in the real estate space. But we're not talking about real estate today. Today, we're talking about your LinkedIn profile and how to enhance it so that people like me and hiring managers across the US can find you for their open positions. So let's talk about why LinkedIn even matters. Well, every recruiter worth their salt and any serious hiring manager has a profile and is looking for candidates to fit their open positions on LinkedIn. So if you're just sending out your resume to any job that you see open on the internet and you don't have a beefed up LinkedIn profile, you are missing an opportunity. And here's a fact for you that you should keep in mind as you're jobs hunting. According to a national average, it takes the average job seeker 40 weeks before they receive their first job offer. 40 weeks. So, if that's how long it's going to take you to find a job, don't you think it's worth putting in an extra half hour of work to beef up your LinkedIn profile so that people can find you instead of you having to find them? I think so. Okay, before we dig into my 7 tips for beefing up your LinkedIn profile, let's do a little health check on your current profile. If you go to your page and you scroll down to this dashboard section, you can see how many people have viewed your profile. Divide this number by 90 and you'll get the average number of people who are going to your profile on a daily basis. If this number is 3 or higher, you're doing pretty good. But if it's 0, 1, or 2, you have some work to do. And you'll want to pay attention to what I have to say next. Okay, so tip number 1 is have a photo. Have a good photo. Your photo matters. You don't have to be gorgeous. You just have to have a professional photo that has a non distracting background. Make sure that it's recent. Make sure that it actually looks like you. So, ladies, no glam shots. Your hiring manager or recruiter should recognize you from your photo when they finally get to meet you in person. So get that photo up there. I promise you this one step alone will magnify your exposure on LinkedIn by tenfold. Okay, tip number 2 is to beef up your headline or intro section. You get 120 characters right underneath your name to say whatever you want. If you're looking for a job, this is where you say, hey, recruiters, hey, hiring managers, I'm open to new opportunities and I'm looking for these types of jobs. So, for example, you might say, open to opportunities in real estate and banking as an executive assistant or project manager. Say whatever is true for you. So, the next opportunity you have to highlight who you are is your summary or about section. You get 2,000 characters here to tell everybody why you are such a great catch. So, use this section to talk about your past experiences and achievements and what you're looking to do next in your career. This is your chance to brag a little bit about yourself and let hiring managers and recruiters know why they should contact you. Okay, tip number 4 is to make sure that your experience section matches your resume. You guys, this is a huge red flag when recruiters see a LinkedIn profile that doesn't line up with what's on somebody's resume. So, one of those two options are not correct, and which one is it? Who knows? So make sure that you use the job titles that are most likely to be searched. So, for example, if you are a receptionist, but you worked for a Keller Williams real estate office and your title with Keller Williams was Director of First Impressions, my recommendation to you is to use the more common term receptionist. That way, when people are searching for candidates with specific job titles, you'll come up. Most people don't know to search for Director of First Impressions. So with each of your jobs, make sure to include the correct dates of employment, the most commonly used title for that job, and summarize your experience and your job duties in that role. Now let's talk about your education. Make sure to include all of your education and including the schools that you went to. Sometimes hiring managers will search for specific schools because they're looking for alumni. So you don't want to miss your chance to show up in one of those searches. And you don't have to put your dates of graduation. And I recommend that you don't. That way people can't guess how old you are. Just put all of your education here. In the next section, you get 50 opportunities to brag about your skills. So use this section wisely. Include all of the skills that are relevant for the types of roles that you're looking for. And don't be shy, but also please be honest, because it doesn't do anybody any good if you say that you're an expert in something and it turns out you've never used the program or performed that task. So be honest, but put everything out there. And finally, tip number 7 is to beef up your recommendations and endorsements. If you don't have anything in this section, ask colleagues or past clients to give you a recommendation and offer to do the same for them. This gives you a bit of social proof. Just humans naturally want to know what other people think about a thing or a person. And when you have endorsements here, it adds credibility to your profile. And finally, you guys, here's a bonus tip number 8. Check your LinkedIn messages. Sometimes your messages from LinkedIn go into your spam folder and you might have missed an opportunity to connect with a hiring manager or recruiter. And even if a job doesn't sound like a good fit for you and you feel like, I don't even need to respond to that one, I highly recommend that you at least respond and say, hey, thanks, that's not the kind of role I'm looking for, but I am looking for X, Y, and Z. If you communicate and respond to the people who message you, you increase your chances of them keeping you in mind the next time you come around in a search, and they're likely to reach out to you about a job that might be a great fit. All right, you guys, those are my tips for beefing up your LinkedIn profile. I hope you found this helpful, and I wish you the best of luck in your job search. And hey, if you'd like more tips like this, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I post content on a regular basis. And if you're looking for a career in real estate, make sure to go to proreastaffing.com to check out our job board and all of our opportunities. Thanks, you guys.